So this was probably the worst fishing day that I've had this year. And I say that not because I didn't catch anything, because I wasn't completely skunked, but all things considered, it was a rough day on the water. One reason I'm posting this video is because I think it's important to maintain a measure of authenticity. It's important to keep it real, because not every day is going to be a good day. Not every day is going to be a productive day. I was out there on Lake James today, kind of in western North Carolina. There's supposed to be spotted bass, smallmouth, and from what I understand, perch, which I found out in this lake. When it became apparent that the bass bite or the bass or something was off in regards to the bass, I switched over to perch. I tried to target the perch, but when I actually tried to target the perch, I couldn't find them. And that's one of the things that made this a rough day. It's like, well, I don't mind. Hey, I'll catch some perch. If that's what I can find, I'll catch some yellow perch. But when I started trying to target them, I couldn't find them. So that was frustrating, and that probably contributed to this being one of the worst days on the water. Maybe the worst day I've had on the water in 2022. Saw a nice spotted bass in maybe 1.5 feet of water. There we go. Got one. Finally got onto some fish. Oh well, that's a perch. Look at that. That's a perch. Nice. All right. I've only caught one of those before. So that's the second perch I've ever caught. Oh man. So I've caught one perch and gotten probably 4 or 5 bites on the soft plastic jerkbait, or the fluke, as you will, if you will, whatever. I'm gonna start trolling. I think I might be able to catch some perch trolling. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're gonna hit the moving bait, or if they're gonna be picky and make me fish with something that looks like a dying bait fish. I don't know. I know that perch are cold water fish. I know they're very active in the cold up north. People catch them ice fishing all the time. So hopefully the perch down here aren't gonna care that it's cold. I've seen one bass, good sized spotted bass, in about 1.5 feet of water, and that's all I've seen as far as bass go. So, you know, I've had fantastic success with trolling from my kayak, catching mainly spotted bass, but I have caught some wipers, right? Some hybrids between white and striped bass. Caught some straight up white bass trolling from my kayak, but that's not working right now. It's gotten colder. It appears the bait fish maybe are getting pushed up into the creeks, or near the mouths of some creeks, and you know, that's kind of what I saw. That's kind of what I saw today. I did see a bass. I did see a spotted bass up here, moving towards one of these creeks. And I just couldn't, I turned around and I just couldn't get a bite. I was using jerk bait and also a soft plastic, a fluke, a soft plastic jerk bait, and I just couldn't get that. I just couldn't get that bite from the bass all day long. I struggled. I don't know that I got a bite from a bass all day long. I wasn't really rigged up for perch, right? I had bass size lures, bass size hooks, and it was not a fantastic day on the water. I just want to keep it real and be honest with you guys that not every day that I go out is a fantastic day. Not every day that I, get my lines wet. Just because the lines are wet doesn't mean they're tight, and it's a frustrating experience to feel like you have everything lined up and have all the pieces put together, and then it just not materialize and not come together. But that happens. That's the way it is. That's fishing. And that's one thing that makes the good days good, is that they're not all good days. If they were all good days, then they wouldn't be good. They'd just be normal, right?